Here's the mistake that kills attraction without you even noticing. The more certain she feels about you, the less her nervous system stays attached. But when a woman senses, even for a second, that she could actually lose you, her behavior flips. Not because you chased less, not because you played games, but because you triggered a psychological switch almost no guy understands. It's late, quiet late, the kind where the room feels louder than it should. Your phone's face down, you already checked it. Twice, nothing new, again, and you hate that it still messes with you. If this is you, you're not confused about "I've heard." You're confused about as why you care this much when she clearly doesn't move the same way anymore. You replay little moments, that pause before she replies, how she used to ask questions, now she just reacts, how "I miss you" turned into a heart emoji, low effort, low energy, but somehow it still hooks you. Maybe this hits closer than you expected, because deep down, you feel that she's comfortable. Too comfortable, like she already decided you're not going anywhere. And the messed up part, you helped create that. You showed up every time, answered fast, adjusted your schedule, let shit slide you shouldn't have, all because you didn't want to lose her. Now here you are, trying not to look at the screen, trying not to overthink, trying not to admit you're scared she's already halfway out the door. You tell yourself, it's fine, it's not that deep, but at 3 a.m., when the distractions die, you know that's cap. Because what really hurts isn't losing her. It's realizing she doesn't feel the same fear about losing you. And nobody talks about that moment. The exact moment when attraction quietly shifts, not because you did something wrong, but because you stopped being someone she could lose. So here's the real question. The one you probably haven't let yourself ask yet. What if the problem isn't that she doesn't care anymore, but that she no longer feels the weight of what it would cost to walk away from you? Most guys get this backwards. They think making her scared of losing you means pulling some move, going cold, acting busy, flipping a switch overnight. That's not how it works. I've seen it play out 100 times, probably lived it myself. You remember when things were easy, when she leaned in, when you didn't have to think about what to say. You'd sit there with her, maybe late evening TV on low, her feet tucked under your leg, quiet, solid, no tension. Then somewhere along the way, you started managing the relationship instead of living in it. Here's the truth most men don't want to hear. Women don't fear losing attention. They fear losing access to a man who is steady without them. Big difference. Most guys try to create fear by doing less, texting slower, withholding affection, playing it cool like it's some chess match. That just feels off. She can smell it. It reads insecure, try hard, kinda corny. The real shift happens when your life stops orbiting her moods. I'm not talking about being distant. I'm talking about being rooted. You still show up. You still care, but you're not bending your spine every time the energy changes. One masculine principle most men miss are your emotional center can't live in her reactions, Kreiser. Another one that stings a little, has comfort without respect, always turns into boredom. That's why she starts taking longer to reply, why she canceled plans like it's no big deal, why you feel that subtle slide, not dramatic, just off. She's not trying to hurt you, she's responding to what you're showing her. A man who knows he'd be okay if she walked. That man moves different, talks different, breathes different. And women feel that instantly, not as fear, as gravity. The question is, have you been trying to keep her, or have you been giving her a reason to feel what it would actually mean to lose you? The room's quiet but not peaceful. That hum from the fridge, AC kicking on, then off. Your skin's a little cold even though the place isn't. She's sitting across from you, scrawling, thumb moving like it's got somewhere better to be. You say something normal. Dumb, maybe. Yeah, that movie was wild. She nods, half smile. Doesn't look up. There's a pause, not awkward enough to call out, just long enough to feel. And in that space, your chest tightens, because you remember how she used to look at you, like you mattered, like she was locked in. Now it feels optional. Your mind starts running. Don't say the wrong thing. Don't sound needy. Don't mess this up. Funny thing is, you don't remember when it flipped. There wasn't a fight. No big blow up. Just little moments stacking. You showing up. Her leaning back. Later that night, she says she's tired. Kisses you quick. Already turning away. Door clicks shut. You sit there longer than you should. Phone in your hand. Not texting. Just staring at the screen like it owes you something. And it hits you hard. She's not scared to lose this. She assumes it's here. That you'll be here. That's the gut punch. Not that she's cruel. Not that she's wrong. But that somewhere along the way, you stopped being a man she could lose and became a man who'd wait. And the craziest part, the moment you finally lean back in your chair, exhale, and think, damn, I'd actually be okay either way, is the exact moment something shifts. You don't do anything. You don't say anything. But the air feels different. And if you've felt that before, you already know why this matters. A lot of men walk into this already carrying the wrong ideas, not loud ones, quiet ones. The kind you don't even realize are running the show. One belief is thinking you need to do more to keep her. Text faster. Explain yourself. Show up harder. I've been there. Sitting in my car, engine off. We're reading a message like maybe the right combo of words would save it. It never does. Because attention is cheap. Respect is priceless. Another belief is thinking if she pulls back, you messed up, that it's your fault, so you shrink. You apologize for things you didn't break. But here's the truth arrow most men don't see coming. You don't lose her. You lose your own presence. And then there's the big one, believing she just woke up and changed. Nah, she didn't ghost you. You disappeared from yourself. It happens slowly. You stop standing firm, stop saying no, stop trusting your own rhythm. This isn't about blame. It's about waking up, realizing the moment she felt safest wasn't when you chase it. It was when you were solid enough to stay you, even if she walked. That's when things start to flip. This is what he understands. The 1% headman doesn't wake up trying to control outcomes. He wakes up grounded. In his body. In his day. He's not checking his phone like it's a pulse monitor. This is how he leads with presence, not pressure. When her energy shifts, he feels it. Of course he does. He's human. But he doesn't react from it. He finishes his workout. Takes the meeting. Eats his meal slow. Doesn't rush to fill silence with words that don't feel true. Most men panic in the pause. He sits in it. When she texts less, he doesn't start performing. No double texts. No explanations. He answers when it's clean, when it's real, because he's got a life that's already full, not loud, just solid. There's a moment most guys miss. That second where you could chase or you could breathe. He breathes. Strength over noise. Centered over desperate. He knows something simple but heavy. A woman doesn't fear losing a man who's trying to keep her. She feels the weight of losing a man who'd still stand tall without her. That's not arrogance. That's inner steadiness. And that energy, it changes the whole vibe. It doesn't happen during a fight. That's the wild part. It happens in something small, almost nothing. You're alone. Kitchen light still on. Clock says way later than you thought. Your phone buzzes not from her. Group chat, random BS, and you feel it. That tired ache behind your eyes. That quiet thought you've been dodging. You remember saying yes when you meant no. Laughing when it didn't hit, swallowing words just to keep the peace. Quick flashes. Her canceling plans like it was casual. You saying, all good, when it wasn't. That night you stared at the ceiling thinking, why am I bending this hard? Your chest tightens. Then something drops. Heavy. Not anger. Clarity. You realize you've been negotiating your worth like it's up for debate. Like if you just stay calm enough, patient enough, she'll come back around. Nah. You sit back, exhale, long. The room feels different, quieter, cleaner, and the thought comes in low, almost whispered. I don't want her if this is the version of me I have to be. That's the turn. No speech, no text, no dramatic exit. Just a man deciding he's done shrinking. You don't harden, you steady. And here's the weight, drop truth most guys miss. The moment you stop breaking yourself to be chosen is the exact moment you become someone who can be lost. And she feels that shift, even if she can't explain why. She's not scared of losing you because of what you say. She's scared of losing the man who stays solid when the world flips. The one who doesn't bend, doesn't shrink, doesn't chase approval. You've felt it yourself. That tight chest. That quiet pulse in your gut when you realize you've been giving pieces of yourself away that don't belong to anyone. Stop giving, start standing. Her nerves catch, her mind races. She notices, even if she won't say it. Because a man who can walk through life without losing himself is the kind of man a woman quietly fears she could ever lose. And that fear, it lands heavier than anything you could ever whisper.